Okay. I'm here really to show you today about the Posen Library of Jewish Culture and Civilization. I am its editor-in-chief. And I wanted to give you a sense of how it can provide you with free, convenient digital material for your use in teaching, or for your own purposes as well. So I'm going to start to share my screen. Hopefully all of this will work nicely. Okay, so here we have just a sense of what this program is about. And then I'm going to let you listen to a short video, which I think will be enjoyable. Okay. Here we go. So, no. I hope you like the musical interlude. We worked on that video just to give you a sense of the breadth and what's new and different about it. A couple of key points which are on this slide. Leading scholars have made these selections not only as the editors of the different volumes, but also in terms of the advisory board. And what you get are access to excerpts and visual material, all of it translated into English, some of it really for the first time. It's not obviously an encyclopedia, right? But it gives you the original sources. And most of those excerpts are relatively short. You can indeed go to this through the posenlibrary.com. You have to register. That's a requirement because of permissions that we have. And what's available at this point are selections from 4 volumes, starting in 1750, going up to most of the 19th century, and then from 1918 through the rest of the 20th century. There will be material from the biblical period that will be coming in the springtime. So that's exciting. Okay, So what is the Posen Library? This is the landing page that you go to. You can see it says register on the PDL for free right now, but I'm already registered. So this is the form. It's pretty straightforward. You fill out, you say you're not a robot, and you get on. And once you get on, you have access to all of this material. So how do you search? Oops, I went back the wrong way. You have standard ways. You can use keywords, subjects, genre, because there are different genres, from literature, poetry, religious and spiritual writing, history, etc. We're going to search by topic, which is another one of the ways. Date allows you to obviously constrain your search a bit. And if you're looking for somebody specific, you can do that through the author and the artist's name. So here we're going to go as a demo to enter it. And this gives you the landing page, and I'm going to go to the home page from this. Okay, so you see up here, we've got quick search, which is a one-word search. So we're going to go to the more sophisticated search here, and we're going to look down. There are over 6,000 genres. We're going to go to a topic. And since we're going to look at gender, we've got 59 entries on gender. Okay, so if we hit that and search, what you see are a number of things from the contemporary period where it's more obvious, right? Beyond the Pale by Ilana Dykewoman, Unfinished People by Ruth Gay, etc. But let's try and filter by a date range and see what we get then. So if we start, let's say, in the early period from 1766, and we go, let's say, to 1875, and we add this to our search, let's see what happens. All right, so that's the date range. Okay, and we're going to add that filter. So now it comes up, we get material from the 18th century. And I want to take you to one that I think is particularly interesting here, which is a piece on the emancipation of women in Jewish worship. Right? This is an excerpt from Alyssa Lisbon, and he writes in 1865 about why women should be allowed to participate. And he says here, conclusive evidence, right, will prove that woman, this divine emanation of the eternal's breath, must return the faith to its former splendor through her participation and through her power of attraction. Lead back to the Lord's temple those whose indifference has kept them away, which is a really fascinating kind of argument from someone in the middle of the 19th century. All of the entries have brief biographies which tell you who the figure was. He is the son of a rabbi in one of the papal states, right, of France, southern France. And at the end, it also indicates another selection there. Okay, so now let's go back to search and try for a different search, all right? So we're gonna cross this out, and we're gonna cross that out, and we're gonna do a new search. And this time, let's try searching for Ruth, just the name, okay? New search, and okay, there we go. Oops, Ruth. Okay, search. Aha. So here we get, you see, the remarks at Ruth Bader Ginsburg's swearing in ceremony. All right. And one of the things that I found really stunning, I mean, this is a short excerpt, right? I mean, it's the whole speech, but it's a short speech, is the way in which she mentions women here. she starts by acknowledging her wonderful mother-in-law, Evelyn Ginsberg, right? Then she goes, and the keynote speaker was Attorney General Janet Remo, and awards she cites in the name of Margaret Brent, a great lady of the mid-1600s, the first woman lawyer in America. Then she cites Justice Sandra Day O'Connor, and finally comes down to talk about a system of justice will be the richer for diversity of background and experience. It will be the poorer in terms of appreciating what is at stake and the impact of its judgments if all of its members are cast from the same mold. So I think, that gives you a sense of what you can get even from a relatively short piece, and how you can use it for your own teaching and other scholarship. One more wonderful example. Let's see, if I go to here, there's an example. This is from the also the earlier period, the 19th century. And it's a title page of the Register of a Jewish Midwife, Rosa. What's fascinating about this title page is that it's written in both Hebrew and in Yiddish. And it introduces the households that she served. She produced this register of births, and this midwife lets you get a sense of professional Jewish women where we've not really paid much attention to them. And now suddenly, you have this available if you want to bring in an understanding of gendered roles in terms of Jewish culture there. So let me now come back to where we are, because I'm seeing the time is running out. And just say that if you have any questions, I left a couple of minutes to answer them. I see some things in the chat, if I can come back to. I also forgot one other thing I should have mentioned, and that is we have a reader's guide on the website. And I'm not super adept at all this, but if I go back to this and share my screen, I could probably get you to the reader's guide. So it's a really wonderful resource. And once you register, you can explore things that are of value for yourself and for your teaching, and for other kinds of work that you're doing. I think, this is just a real sample. I personally love Rosa. I love Ruth Bader Ginsburg's speech. And I think Alyssa Lisbon is a fascinating example of new ideas that are being articulated. If you want to know a little bit more, I will be doing something tomorrow at the session on anthologies and the ways in which anthologies are modes of understanding Jewish culture. It's a round table, but obviously we're not at a table and it ain't round anymore, but we're in rectangles. So come to join the rectangles. And I think it'll be fun to talk about what the anthologizing process is like there. So thank you all for coming.